Northlands Rescue Mission talks about being more than just a shelter, because truly we are. And when people are in shelter, it's more than just that bed and that meal. It's helping somebody get access to services that they might need for their mental health, their physical health, helping them get connected to benefits, working with landlords, working with employers, trying to figure out what a person's strengths are. And it's providing meals for the community, it's doing the backpack program, it's outreach with other shelters, it's helping people in need who are at risk of homelessness, and it's so much more than just a shelter. Because of COVID, we couldn't serve people meals in the dining room, so we had to take a look at how else can we get food out to people who are hungry in our community. And how can we reach beyond the walls and the doors of the mission to make that happen? So what we started doing was providing meals at the front door to people who came who needed a meal. And we started providing food boxes more beyond the 2 days a week that we were providing for just an hour and a half or so. And we said we need to make this available to people who work different hours, who can't make it here during those limited times. And we need to not just make it for people who can't get to the food pantry, but sometimes we really need to bring the food to them. There are people who don't have transportation to get to us. So we came up with the idea of taking our food pantries to where people are at. And so we really have been working hard to get food throughout the region to people in need so that people can live healthier, better lifestyles. And so those resources that they normally would have spent on food can go to help pay for their rent and their utilities and gas to get their kids to school and all those other important things that sometimes they've had to make decisions on. Do I feed my family, or do I spend it on the other important things that I need to spend it on? And when a kid goes hungry, a child doesn't develop properly, their brain doesn't develop appropriately, and you can't learn when you're hungry. And so the backpack program is important because it gives kids who are eligible for free and reduced lunch and whose parents allow them to participate in the program weekend food. They're getting fed at school, but what happens when they go home on the weekends and the fridge and the cupboard are bare? If we took care of every kid in our school district who was eligible for free and reduced lunch, it would be 2,900 kids. Think about the impact that we can have by providing a bag of food a week so that a kid has food to eat for those 2 days that they're home from school. It's really important once our clients get here to help them get out of survival mode and to help them work on what the next steps in their life are. Being here and starting to work with our social workers helps the clients to figure out where they want to be, what they want to do. It allows them to focus on a future that has housing as a part of their future. And it allows them to set goals for themselves and make choices that are healthy and really focus on being part of, maybe if not this community, a community in a place that they can call home. We have a big gap in our community and in our region in terms of resources available for homeless families. There aren't enough shelter beds. And so we hired a family case manager who will work with homeless families as they present to try and provide some short-term stay solutions and to get them access to other services that the mission doesn't provide so that they too can be stably housed. What we found out was when people left the mission, we would give them a quilt and we would send them on their way with a food box. We really found out we needed to do more. And so we started gathering things like card tables and chairs and air mattresses and pots and pan sets and small appliances and dishes and towels and bedding, because that's the stuff that makes a home. So we've been working really hard to make sure that when people leave us, their home feels like a home. By just providing a place for somebody to sleep and a meal for them every day, that doesn't fix the problem of homelessness. And so the programs and the projects and the work that we do at the mission are all about the spectrum of homelessness and making sure we're catching people who aren't coming in to seek services. They're about really digging deep with the people who are homeless to kind of figure out what's going on and why did they get this way and how do we help them out of homelessness. And it's working with people who are teetering on the edge every day to make sure that they don't end up this way either for the first time or again. And we want stays in homelessness to be short, few, far between, and really to make sure that homelessness is a temporary station in life and not something that people have to live for the rest of their lives.